to focus on all the things that you did right, and then, focus on those things, because I think we tend to naturally look at the things I didn't finish, I didn't get this done, I didn't quite hit this goal. And I think we're better serving ourselves, our customer, and our business if we actually spend time looking at all the things we did right, because what we focus on multiplies. So focus on what you did right, focus on what you want to have more of, and sure, reset those goals, but really acknowledge the things that you did get done and you did accomplish.
Yes, I
Absolutely.
agree, Sherry, that we should look at the positive, and I'm really happy how I am going out this year. I have people to train, and I'm reaching out to more people, and I'm learning about what I should say and what I should not say, and to keep it short and sweet kind of thing. And I'm just really excited about it. And there's so many more opportunities that I know I'm coming into in January, and I'm working on them, and or will be soon. And I think it's going to be an exciting 2025. And here I am in Canada and so invested in your politics in the US, but I am
You can
happy.
have it for me.
Yeah, I'm so invested in your politics, but I'm looking forward to the next 4 years to see what happens. And I am actually now invested in Canadian politics because we want a change like the US had a change, and we're like a year before we're supposed to be allowed to vote, and we just want it to be like sooner.
Well, you know what? Sometimes we just have to wait, but we can always think about what is it that I can do to make it better. And what you can do is sounds like you're already invested and you're learning and you're challenging yourself to know more. So that's the same way in our business, learning more. And I was with a client this morning. It was a client that I've had before, and she reached back out to me today. And we were talking about, she was saying, well, I'm not meeting so many of my goals. I'm just going to stop for the year and start again in 2025. I'm like, absolutely not. That is not an option, woman. Don't do that, because as we know, when you stop doing something, it's hard to start back up. So I said, let's don't stop working on your goals, because imagine if you wouldn't have set that goal, where you would be versus where you are now. Even though she's not making the goal like she thought, she has moved towards that goal. So I said, let's just move that goal to the first quarter of 2025. Don't say you didn't meet your goal. You just moved it. You moved it to another date. So that's what we did on her calendar.
I have some thoughts on that too, LaDonna, because, I don't think what people maybe sometimes don't understand in business is what you do this 30 days will show up and result in 90 days. So you
I
put
was
your
gonna
nose to
say
the
that
grindstone
too.
the next 30
Exactly.
days, right? Where you're going to see it is, in February and March. And the thing is, if you wait till January, you're not seeing that until at least March or April. So you choose what you want to do. If you need to take 35 days off for 2024 for your mental health or whatever, like that's a different conversation, right? But if it's just, I didn't hit my goal, so I'm not going to do anything, I don't know how not doing anything will actually help you achieve any goal going forward. What it will achieve is affirming that malaise that it's just not that important. That's my thought on that. But I also think, people, I mean, I learned this from my mentor, Danelle Delgado. Like she says, you know, motivation doesn't come from being motivated to succeed, doesn't come from something else outside of you. Like you wait for yourself to be motivated to do it. Motivation actually comes from action. Like when you take action, you get motivated. And when you take action, you then get in momentum. So like if you don't ever get in the right cycle, it won't matter. We're having the same conversation next year.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you never know what the next minute, the next hour, the next 2 hours is going to bring you. Like, I need to go out later this afternoon, and I might meet someone who needs my products. Maybe someone with a health challenge, or maybe someone who says, I really want to earn some money. Do you know how I can earn some money? Because I've been applying to all these places. Nobody's accepting me. I'll say, well, here are our qualifications. And if you can meet those qualifications, we'll accept you for sure. And, you never know what's going to happen, in the next
Grace, you're
hour.
correct. You're right. I was, on Saturday was my day with baby boy, my 5-year-old grandson. So mom took him to the first half of the birthday party that he was invited to. And then I came in and relieved her so that she could go to work. So I was at the birthday party for an hour for the back end of it. And I met this beautiful woman. She's a realtor. And guess what? Her and I started talking, and I have a meeting with the person above her that owns the realty company, because they're looking for someone to come in for motivation. And I'm like, I'm your girl. And we just figured, she didn't know what I did. She never met me, but it's being at the right place at the right time, and always letting people know what you're about, what you do. Because you know what? We forget that sometimes. And again, it's always being on top of your game. And when I say that, know what you're saying, know what you do, and be aware to share it, be proud to share it. So I think that's what we have to remember for the rest of the year, is to continue doing what we do and letting people know what we do. I mean, if you have coffee to sell, if you have mocha to sell, and guess what? Nobody knows, then how much are you going to sell? If you are having your magazine come out in January and nobody knows about Sherri's magazine, then who's going to be in it? Everyone needs to know, and you always need new people. You always want your people, but reaching out to those new people keeps the cycle going. And that's what we have to remember. Grace, I know that you have some sales going on your product. You sent me a sales piece this morning, which is going to be added to the new part of the membership portal. You sign into the membership portal with your ID information, and then all the members we have, if you've given it to us, we have all of your specials, freebies, reduced items, whatever it is on there, so you can buy from each other your gifts for yourself, for your family. So I know for a fact that, coffee, mocha, the things that Grace sells would be great gifts for a birthday gift, anniversary gifts. Christmas is coming up, all the holiday seasons. Why not buy that for a gift from Grace? It helps Grace, and it helps me from going out to shop. Now, what if I'm selling a service? Like Sherri sells services when she's selling for her magazine. I mean, Sherri does a lot of different things, but just utilizing her. It would be great if I was going to buy a gift for someone that's in business. Why not spend that money with Sherri as a gift for another business person to have an article in her magazine? Why not?
Or the gift of yourself to build your first quarter.
Exactly. Or an article for myself. Also, let me rephrase that. I want you to remember, do not forget about our members and everything. And SpongeBob becomes a member. Guess what? Sherri makes affiliate money. All she has to do is use her affiliate link. What better way? Every single month, I have to send money to Dr. Pat, and I do it joyously because she's always bringing members in. She's always bringing speakers in. Everything you do, if they spend money with me, you are an affiliate. If Sherri brings in members, If Grace brings we have a book coming out. If Grace sends me an author and they pay for a chapter in the book, guess what? Grace makes 20% of that. Now, when you take $1,000 for someone to be in a book and Grace makes 20%, that's $200 in Grace's pocket. Grace, could you use an extra $200 this month?
For sure.
Exactly. We all could. So why not? And I think sometimes we forget affiliate programs is a great way to make those extra bucks. And you know what I tell my family is that I don't count on my affiliates because sometimes I don't even know who I send somewhere and who buys what. But when the money goes to the bank, I see it. Then I'm like, you know, last month I had enough affiliate money came into my bank account that it bought groceries for a week. Husband said, yay, you know, or sometimes we use it to go out to eat or whatever because it's extra. It's on top of whatever else I already make. And what better way? It's like a surprise for me. Now, some people, it's not. They count on that money coming in every month because it's pretty consistently. But always remember to use your affiliate link. Grace, have you signed up as an affiliate yet with Networking Expert? Go to your member portal, sign in and sign up as an affiliate. Sherri, are you an affiliate? Have you signed up? Do you know?
I think so. I will double check, but I think so.
Okay. Always send people our way to build our community. Our membership, I have decided is going to be my priority from here for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025 to build it up, to have some different speakers come in, to have some new members come in, and really ramp up our membership so that we can use that as a training tool. Because I feel like we do a lot of training here. When Sherri comes on as a speaker, she's training. Grace speaks, she's training. I speak, I'm training. We're always training someone to do something or giving suggestions, ideas, possibilities, motivation, whatever it may be. What kind of deals do you have going on right now, Grace? Talk to us about it.
Okay, what we have till the 4th of December is 20% off when you buy the deals. We have holiday deals, and there's a specific section for that called holiday deals, and you have to buy 3 of something, but sometimes like you get 2 mocha and a coffee, another one there's 3 kinds of coffee, and then another one there's 3 spore capsule tubes or 3 mycelium tubes, or things like that.
What is Grace, what is one of the tubes says smile on it? What is that?
It says what?
I thought it said smile. What are the tubes that are on there?
The tubes are spores.
Oh.
They're all capsules, and the spore capsules, people have used them for all kinds of improvement in their health. And even people who've had cancer, if you have something that's absolutely drastic like that, or really bad diabetes, Dr. Bob recommends 2 capsules every waking hour. Usually I only take 2 capsules a day. On the bottle, it says on the tube, it says 2 capsules 3 times a day, so with every meal.
Okay.
But then the mycelium capsules help the brain to function better, and the Ganoderma lucidum helps with your energy, and
that's awesome. And 20%, that's a good deal. That is
20%.
a big savings.
Yes, especially if you buy 3 of them, and then you'll have them for a while. And especially if you need a lot of spores for something that you're really fighting, in your health, then that is a really good deal. Really good deal. Now,
right.
On all the tubes, the capsules, there is tax, but on the coffee, there's no tax.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't realize that. How about you, Sherri? What kind of deals are you doing for Black Friday, Saturday, small business?
all the things.
All the things every day. You
Week,
know
I
what?
guess that's
Friday's
what I'll
been
do.
going on all month.
Yes, well, my specials are all week. I am offering a buy one, get one free. That is for the articles, that is for the interviews, that is for any advertising. The only thing it isn't for is for the cover of the magazine, because that is a very strategic piece of real estate and could not offer that on that. But just those three things, it's basically just double exposure for yourself. You can choose what magazines, if you want to write in March and then you want to write in September, or maybe you want to write in December and June. It doesn't matter. You can pick your two for the interviews. That is, you can pick it so it works for you. If you have a special that you want to actually be interviewed for and do that, then you can do it on that. So it's just a really great way to double your exposure for the same cost.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And in my special is that I have there, if you pay for the year up front of your membership, I've reduced the price for under half and a 1 hour strategy hour with me as well. And that went out this morning, and that special is going to run through the end of the year. So it's regularly $644, I think, for the year. And then of course the 1 hour, and I've got it for under 300. So it's a really great deal. And again, I did that to hopefully get more people to come in. Sometimes people don't want to pay monthly. Sometimes people can't pay yearly. But if you're getting it for less than half the price, it makes a huge difference. And that's what I wanted to do for everyone this year. Of course, I will have some other specials coming up as well, because I feel like that's what we need during this time of year. Free stuff, reduced stuff, saving money, how to save money, and easy. People want easy. They don't want to have to search for things. They just don't want to. They don't have the time to do that or the patience. So easy. Remember that. Click a link, purchase, be done with it. It comes in the mail. It comes as a download, whatever it is. So remember that. Grace, you had something to say?
Yeah, something I want to run by Sherri and you. So I am going to be a speaker at Dr. Patricia's event in January. And so we're writing out a 7-minute speech. And my topic is going to be how to stay happily married. And we started, what is marriage and what are the responsibilities for each of the partners, and how do you create a happy, solid marriage? And then at the end, we introduce one of our OG products. And I was wondering if, once that's all written up and everything, if that would make a good article for one of your magazines, Sherri.
Sure. I always say I don't mind anything that has like clickable links and anything like that, as long as you're providing value to the reader and it doesn't sound like an ad. Because the ads are different. People expect to be introduced to something in a product form like that, but inside an article, they expect to learn something. And so, yes, you could most certainly finesse that. And I think, as long as my suggestion to you as you write your talk, obviously 7 minutes is not very long. You're going to have to land the plane, as we call it, very quickly, but you need to set the stage for what you're going to introduce at the end. Like if the product that you're going to introduce has a calming effect, then that has to have little seeds, whatever you're saying up, that calming effect is an important thing inside what each of those people have to do. If it's happiness, then you're going to plant those seeds that you're going to refer to, and then you're going to land that plane with saying, if you want to increase the chances of that happiness, calmness, or whatever to increases the, success of your marriage, this is a great product for you to introduce to into your marriage. I mean, that's how I visually just saw the tract of that. But you can't just talk about this one thing and then all of a sudden go, here's a product I'm selling you, because it will come off disingenuous. You have to make sure that you're setting the stage for the fact you're going to introduce something to them.
Yes, I agree,
Okay.
Sherri. I agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
good point. Yes, I can do that actually.
Of course. And you know what? When Jasmine put together this event that Dr. Pat is helping her with, I have figured out she has so many of us speakers, and we're all talking about something different, each and every one of us. So
I think I'm just attending right now.
yeah, there's a lot of speakers.
In this one, December 6th, I'll be opening in prayer and praying
Yes.
for every individual person. So I'm researching them and, seeing what I can say, something positive about them.
Wow, that's some homework for you.
Yes, it is.
That's some homework. So before we go, is there anything, Sherri, that you would like to put out there for everyone? How to get through the holidays and also work your business to end 2024 and set up 2025?
I think the one thing I would share with people is, is some form of consistency, whatever that is, and LaDonna and you and I have had this conversation before about, priorities and things like that, and that family is a priority over business, but yet business pays the bills so we can have time with family. So there has to be some balance in that, right? But means we can't do all of one or all of the other. It doesn't work that way. So I think, my thoughts are that it's not so much that it has to be one or the other. It has to be something. And it has to be something that is consistency. That consistency is really, even if it's the smallest thing you do daily, that you reach out to one person, that you do one follow-up. Even if you just did one follow-up, you will follow up with 30 people in a month. Like, people try to go, I think they try to sit down and do like 20,000 things. But the problem with, reaching out to 10 people at a time when you have that time is then those 10 people might answer. And then now you have 10. So if you've done 10 more, now you have so many in the queue that now you're overwhelmed, and overwhelmed people don't do anything. You've got to have some consistency, even at its smallest amount that you do daily. And I work even on the weekends. I do something for my business. It doesn't have to be a big sit down for an hour, but I do something to move it forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we go, Grace, I would like to ask you one question. What one thing, one goal that you still have that you want to do between now and December 31st? There has to be one goal that you have that you still want to get through. What is that?
To secure my 2 new distributor partners. And yeah, and then I'm looking for more distributor partners, but
Awesome.
yeah, to secure them, because my 2 new distributor partners are both in Africa, and that is very difficult. It's not like having a distributor partner in the United States. That's so easy, or even in Canada. They have way more challenges in Africa, not just
Right.
financial, but communication and everything.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And health. Since your product is all wrapped around health, Africa has so many other health challenges than what we do here in the US
Yes.
or in Canada.
Well, the one who just signed up, he's officially signed up. He is I believe he's in the health department in his country, which is
Awesome.
a good thing. And the other person is a businessman, so
Awesome. Okay.
that's good.
Yes. All right. Well, ladies, Have a wonderful rest.
LaDonna, what's your one thing? Did you say your one thing?
Oh, I did not. So my one thing is to finalize everything with our membership by the end of the year. Get everything out there and really ramp up the membership with everything that a member should and we deserve. Should receive and deserve.
Awesome.
So, what would you like to see in the membership, Sherri?
Meaning that's not in there now?
Yeah, whatever you want to say. Yes. What will bring more people in, or maybe there's not enough of, or whatever it is. And Grace, be thinking because I want to ask you the same question.
Oh gosh. I don't know. I enjoy it, so I don't feel like when I think about it, I don't feel about anything lacking. Probably the only thing I would do is I would like to be able to auto add the events to my calendar as a pre-registration, so I don't have to do that. And that is just because my schedule is so busy that I end up, then it's not a priority and I have things that are already in the way and I can't come. So then I'm paying and I can't come. So like for me, that's probably the auto ad that I could just say I can always do Tuesdays and I'll just put it on my calendar. Plus the other thing, when I auto add something like that, it blocks it off so other people can't schedule on top of it. So that's
Gotcha.
preference.
All right, I will work on that. Yes, that's a great idea. How about you, Grace?
Well, in your newsletter lately, I have been able to find where you're supposed to sign up for a membership, but I'm already a member, but I can't find where you're supposed to register for the meetings that you have. Like it used to be there, obvious, but the last couple, it hasn't been obvious to me.
Okay, let me look at that because it should be
Yeah.
right where all of the events are that are coming up. There should be a button right there that you just click if you're a member. So I will check the last few and see what went different and why it's different. So great idea. And anytime you notice something like that, always reach out to me. I try to watch for everything, but I do miss things sometimes. You know, it's gotten where I can't do everything by myself. So now it's depending on others. And no one's going to love your business like you love it.
That's true.
No one's going to want to work your business the way you work it. They have their own way. So it's all in the training. So, all right, ladies, have a wonderful rest of your week. Gobble, gobble till you wobble for Thanksgiving. I know Grace has already had her Thanksgiving, but think about us on Thanksgiving Day this week, Grace.
I certainly will. And
right.
I will be thankful for both of you and
Aw,
everybody else
Thank
in
you.
this group. But I'm very thankful for both of you.
Okay, thank
Grace. I'm
you.
thankful.
Have a great week, ladies.